There are 7 invisible strings attached to your body right now, and they're controlling every decision you make. Einstein discovered this phenomenon in 1935. HeartMath Institute measured it in your electromagnetic field, and it's the reason you keep repeating the same patterns, no matter how much inner work you do. If you've tried manifestation, therapy, affirmations, and something still feels stuck, it's because you're trying to shift timelines while invisible cords keep pulling you back. In the next 60 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 7 places these strings attach: your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, the quantum physics of why they drain your energy, and the step-by-step protocol to cut them without energetic backlash. This isn't manifestation fluff. This is measurable physics meeting ancient energy work. And by the end, you'll understand exactly why your reality looks the way it does, and what you can actually do about it. Let's begin. Let me tell you when I first discovered this. 3 years ago, I was doing everything right, or so I thought. Meditating daily, journaling, vision boards, affirmations in the mirror. I could visualize my desired reality with perfect clarity, and yet nothing changed. Same financial ceiling, same relationship patterns, same anxiety. I remember sitting on my bedroom floor at 2 a.m., crying, asking the universe, what am I doing wrong? Why does this work for everyone else? That's when I stumbled onto reality transurfing, and within the first chapter, I understood I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was trying to shift timelines while energetically handcuffed to my family's scarcity pendulum, my culture's grind till you die pendulum, and my own internalized not good enough pendulum. I was pressing the gas pedal with the parking brake on, so I followed Zealand's protocol. I cut the cords, and within 3 weeks, my income doubled. Not because I worked harder, I actually worked less. A relationship that had been toxic for 2 years just dissolved peacefully, and opportunities I'd been chasing for months suddenly came to me. That's not manifestation magic. That's what happens when you stop feeding pendulums your life force and return to your authentic frequency. Now I'm going to teach you the exact protocol I used. Now before we go further, I need to give you a warning. This content is activational. As you watch this video, you may experience physical sensations, tingling in your hands or feet, warmth in your chest, pressure between your eyebrows. You might feel unexpectedly emotional. You might have a sudden urge to change something in your life immediately. Some people report feeling lighter halfway through, as if an invisible weight has been lifted. That's not random. That's your system recognizing truth. That's your higher self saying, yes, finally, this is what I've been waiting for. Trust what you feel in your body more than what you think in your mind. Your mind has been programmed by the very pendulums we're about to expose. But your body knows. Here's what we're covering today. Part 1, the science of pendulums, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. Part 2, the 7 invisible strings, how fear, guilt, and habit keep you locked. Part 3, biofield anatomy, where the strings actually attach. Part 4, the quantum mechanics of timeline shifting, why intention alone isn't enough. Part 5, the complete string-cutting protocol, energy hygiene as medicine. Part 6, natural magic for pendulum protection, working with Earth's electromagnetic field. Let's begin the journey from pattern to possibility. The Einstein connection, 1935. Albert Einstein publishes a paper with 2 colleagues, Podolsky and Rosen, trying to prove that quantum mechanics is incomplete. They present a thought experiment that would later become known as the EPR paradox. Here's the problem they discovered. According to quantum mechanics, if you create 2 particles from the same source and then separate them by vast distances, thousands of miles apart. Measuring one particle instantly affects the other. The moment you measure the spin of particle A, particle B instantaneously knows and adjusts its spin accordingly, regardless of the distance between them. Einstein hated this. He called it spooky action at a distance, because it violated everything physics understood about locality and causality. Nothing, according to classical physics, can travel faster than light. Information cannot be transmitted instantaneously across space. And yet the math said it was true. For decades, Einstein's objection stood. But then in 1982, a French physicist named Alain Aspect conducted an experiment that changed everything. He actually tested quantum entanglement in a laboratory. He created pairs of entangled photons, separated them by significant distances, and measured them. And what he found was undeniable. The particles remained instantaneously connected. Measuring one DID affect the other faster than light could travel between them. Einstein was wrong. Entanglement is real, it's measurable, it's repeatable. Now let me give you an analogy that makes this real. Think of quantum entanglement like this. You and your ex broke up 5 years ago. You moved to a different city, changed your number, started a new life, but somehow they still have the password to your Netflix account. You're not together anymore. You're not even in contact. But every time you open Netflix, their continue watching list is there. Their algorithm is affecting your recommendations. That's entanglement, except instead of Netflix, it's your consciousness. And instead of an ex, it's every belief system, family expectation, and cultural program you've ever absorbed. The distance doesn't matter. The breakup doesn't matter. As long as the password still works, as long as the energetic cord exists, they're still influencing your reality. And here's the question that changes everything. If subatomic particles can be entangled, remaining connected regardless of distance, then why wouldn't consciousness be entangled? Why wouldn't your thoughts, your emotions, your energy be instantaneously connected to other consciousness systems, other people, collective thought forms, energetic structures we call pendulums? But entanglement isn't the only mechanism at play. There's another phenomenon discovered by the Institute of HeartMath in 1993 that reveals how these pendulum connections actually attach to your physical body. Let's go straight to the scientific point that changes everything. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that is 60 times greater in amplitude than the electromagnetic field produced by your brain. And this field, it can be detected up to 3 feet outside your body using squid magnetometers, superconducting quantum interference devices. In 1993, the Institute of HeartMath began measuring something extraordinary. They discovered that when you experience emotions of coherence, gratitude, love, compassion, appreciation, your heart enters a harmonic rhythm, and this rhythm synchronizes your brain, your nervous system, and even your cells. But here's what most people don't know. This electromagnetic field doesn't just exist around you. It interacts with other electromagnetic fields. When you walk into a room, your heart's field encounters the fields of everyone present. When you think about someone, your field extends toward theirs. When you engage with a belief system, an ideology, a cultural expectation, you're not just adopting ideas. You're entangling your electromagnetic field with the collective field of that pendulum. Heart rate variability measurements show that when your heart is in coherence, the variability between heartbeats forms a smooth, wave-like pattern. When you're in stress, fear, or anxiety, that pattern becomes chaotic, erratic, incoherent. And here's the critical connection. Pendulums feed on incoherent energy. They attach to your field specifically when you're in states of fear, guilt, anger, defensiveness, or resistance. The more chaotic your heart rhythm, the stronger the pendulum's grip. You are not separate from the fields around you. You are swimming in an ocean of electromagnetic information, constantly exchanging energy with every person, every belief system, every collective thought form you encounter. Now here's the part that's going to make the manifestation gurus uncomfortable. Intention alone, completely useless if you're still vibrating at pendulum frequencies. And I'm going to prove it to you with quantum mechanics in the next section. But first, you need to understand what a pendulum actually is at the energetic level. What is a pendulum? Here's what few people understand. A pendulum, in reality transurfing, is any energetic structure created by collective human consciousness. It could be a political ideology, a religion, a corporation, a social movement, a family system, even a popular trend. Anytime multiple people think similar thoughts, feel similar emotions, and direct energy toward a common focus, they create a field, an electromagnetic pendulum that begins to have its own momentum, its own agenda, its own hunger for energy. Think of it like this. Imagine the quantum field as a vast ocean. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel sends ripples across this ocean. When millions of people think similar thoughts, I need to be successful, I'm not good enough, the world is dangerous, those individual ripples combine into waves, and those waves become powerful enough to pull you in directions you never consciously chose. The pendulum doesn't care about your well-being. It only cares about sustaining itself. It feeds on your energy, specifically on intense emotional energy. Fear, outrage, defensiveness, guilt, anxiety. These emotions are high-frequency fuel for pendulums. Here's the mechanism. When you react emotionally to something, a political debate, a family criticism, a social expectation, you send a burst of electromagnetic energy from your heart and solar plexus toward that pendulum. The pendulum absorbs that energy and uses it to grow stronger. In return, it sends you more situations, more triggers, more reasons to feel that emotion again. It's a feedback loop. You feed the pendulum through emotional reaction. The pendulum grows stronger. It then influences the quantum field to collapse possibilities that generate more emotional reactions from you, and the cycle continues. If you transmit anxiety, you attract situations that justify anxiety. If you transmit guilt, you attract circumstances that reinforce guilt. If you transmit defensiveness, you attract conflicts that require defense. If you transmit resentment, you attract people and events worthy of resentment. This isn't punishment. This isn't karma in the moral sense. It's physics. It's the law of resonance playing out through electromagnetic fields. Multiple attachment reality. And here's the part that's difficult to accept. Most people are attached to 15 to 20 different pendulums simultaneously. Family pendulums, career pendulums, cultural pendulums, religious pendulums, political pendulums, each one pulling them in different directions, draining their energy, limiting their available timelines. You're not living your life. You're living the sum total of pendulum agendas that have attached strings to your consciousness. And the invisible strings, they're not metaphorical. They're energetic chords, measurable distortions in your biofield that connect your energy body to the pendulum's field. Cut those cords and you regain your energetic sovereignty. Keep them intact and you remain a puppet dancing to rhythms you never chose. 7 invisible strings. 1, fear. 2, guilt. 3, anger. 4, obligation. 5, comparison. 6, dogma. 7, identity. Let me break down the 7 most common strings. String 1, fear. I'm not safe. There's not enough. Something bad will happen. String 2, guilt. I should have done better. I owe them. I'm responsible for their feelings. String 3, anger, resentment. They wronged me. Life is unfair. I must fight. String 4, obligation. I must fulfill this role. I can't disappoint them. Family comes first. String 5, comparison. I'm not enough. They're better. I must prove my worth. String 6, dogma. This is the right way. I must believe this. Question nothing. String 7, identity. This is who I am. I've always been this way. I can't change. Each of these strings operates at a specific frequency and attaches to a specific location in your biofield. So what's the solution? The first step is awareness. You cannot cut strings you don't know exist. So let's do an exercise right now to identify which pendulums currently have strings attached to your energy field. Pendulum Awareness Inventory. Get a piece of paper and a pen. We're going to do this old school because the act of writing engages different neural pathways than typing. Draw 7 columns. At the top of each column, write one of these categories. 1, family, ancestry. 2, career, money. 3, relationships, romance. 4, health, body image. 5, religion, spirituality. 6, politics, social identity, issues. 7, concept. For each category, ask yourself, what do I believe I should do, be, or feel in this area? Not what you want, what you feel obligated or expected to do. Write down every should that comes up. Examples: family. I should visit more often. I should make them proud. I should continue the family tradition. Career. I should climb the ladder. I should make 6 figures. I should be passionate about my work. Relationships. I should be in a relationship by now. I should settle down. I should be more attractive. Now, next to each should, rate your emotional charge from 1 to 10. How much anxiety, guilt, pressure, or resistance do you feel when you think about that expectation? Be honest. Any should that scores 7 or higher is an active pendulum string. That's a cord draining your energy and limiting your timeline options. Circle those. All right, pause the video right now. I'm serious. Actually pause. Get a piece of paper. Draw 7 columns. Right at the top: family, career, relationships, health, religion, politics, identity. Spend 5 minutes doing the pendulum awareness inventory I just described. This isn't busy work. This is your map. You cannot cut strings you don't know exist. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, done? Good. Now let's see where those cords attach to your body. Okay, I'm about to show you where these strings actually attach to your body. And I need to warn you, pausa. Olha sério pra câmera. Once you see this map, you can't unsee it. You'll start noticing these cords in your family dinners, in your work meetings, in your relationship patterns. Some people say it's like taking the red pill. Are you ready? All right, let's map your energy body, the measurable reality of your energy field. Let's go straight to the anatomical truth that changes everything. Your biofield isn't just a vague aura. It's a measurable, structured electromagnetic phenomenon with specific layers, each corresponding to different aspects of your consciousness. In 1994, Dr. Valerie Hunt at UCLA published groundbreaking research measuring the human biofield using electromyography, EMG. She discovered that the biofield emits frequencies ranging from 100 to 1600 hertz, far higher than the frequencies produced by the brain, 0-100 hertz, or the muscles, 0-50 hertz. But here's what matters. Different emotional states produce different biofield frequencies. Dr. Hunt documented that. Fear and anxiety, 100-200 hertz, lowest, most chaotic. Anger and frustration, 200-300 hertz. Sadness and grief, 300-400 hertz. Love and compassion, 500-600 hertz. Joy and ecstasy, 600-1000 hertz. Transcendent states, 1000, 1600 hertz, highest, most coherent. Let me give you an analogy that makes this crystal clear. Your chakras are like apartment doors in a 7-story building. Some doors have deadbolts, chains, security cameras. Those are protected chakras. Pendulums can't get in. But some doors, they're wide open, no lock, no security, sometimes not even fully closed, and pendulums walk right in like they own the place. Your root chakra, that's the ground floor. If that door is open, usually through survival fear, there's not enough. Life is a struggle. Scarcity pendulums move in and never leave. Your heart chakra, that's the penthouse. If that door is open, usually through conditional love, I need approval, I can't disappoint them. Family and relationship pendulums have permanent residence. The protocol we're about to do, it's not just cutting cords, it's installing deadbolts, security systems, and eviction notices. Let me show you how. Root chakra, base of spine, 194 hertz, survival fears, ancestral trauma, family pendulums attach here. If you have chronic financial anxiety, lower back pain, or immune system issues, check for cords at your root. Sacral chakra, below navel, 210 hertz. Guilt, shame, sexual conditioning, creative blocks, relationship pendulums, and cultural body image pendulums attach here. Solar plexus, upper abdomen, 126 hertz. Personal power, identity, should programming. Career pendulums, achievement pendulums, comparison pendulums attach here. This is the most common attachment site for most people. Heart chakra, center of chest, 341 hertz. Love, connection, belonging. Family approval pendulums, romantic expectation pendulums, people-pleasing patterns attach here. When you feel chest tightness or heart palpitations around certain people, that's an active chord. Throat chakra, throat, 384 hertz. Expression, truth, voice. Social conformity pendulums, what will people think patterns attach here. Chronic sore throats, thyroid issues, or inability to speak your truth indicate throat chakra chords. Third eye, between eyebrows, 426 hertz. Intuition, clarity, vision. Religious dogma pendulums, intellectual superiority pendulums, right way to be spiritual patterns attach here. Crown chakra, top of head, 480 hertz. Connection to source, divine consciousness. This is rarely where pendulums attach because it's too high frequency, but spiritual bypassing pendulums, I must be enlightened, I should transcend the material, can create distortions here. D, multiple chords, same chakra. And here's what most people don't realize. You can have multiple strings attached to the same chakra. One person might have family obligation chord, heart, romantic expectation chord, heart, people-pleasing pattern, heart, fear of abandonment chord, heart, need for validation chord, heart, all pulling in different directions, creating internal incoherence, making it virtually impossible to discern what you actually feel versus what the pendulums are broadcasting through those chords. It's like trying to hear a radio station clearly when 5 other stations are transmitting on similar frequencies. You get static, confusion, contradictory messages. Your nervous system can't find coherence because the signals are too mixed. The solution isn't to strengthen your boundaries, though that helps. The solution is to systematically close the windows, heal the wounds, rewrite the programming, cut the cords, so that pendulums have nowhere to attach. And here's the beautiful part. Once a chakra window is closed, it doesn't mean you're shut down or disconnected. It means you're sovereign. You can still feel emotions, form connections, engage with the world, but you do it from your authentic frequency, not as a puppet responding to pendulum manipulation. Before we go into the cutting protocol, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now, just one word. Which chakra holds your strongest pendulum attachment? Is it your solar plexus? Type power. Your heart? Type love. Your throat? type voice. Your root, type survival. I read every single comment, and your awareness helps others recognize their own patterns. Go ahead, comment now, I'll wait. All right, now let's talk about why you can't just manifest your way out of this. Let's talk about something most manifestation teachers won't discuss with you: the mathematics of timeline probability. In quantum physics, there's a principle called superposition. It states that a quantum system exists in all possible states simultaneously until it's observed or measured. The famous Schrödinger's cat thought experiment illustrates this. The cat is both alive and dead until you open the box and observe. But here's what matters for your life. Every moment you exist at a choice point where multiple timeline possibilities are available. One timeline where you said yes to that opportunity, one where you said no, one where you're in relationship, one where you're single, one where you're abundant, one where you're struggling. In 1957, physicist Hugh Everett proposed the many worlds interpretation, the idea that every quantum decision creates a branching of reality, and all possibilities actually exist simultaneously in parallel timelines. Consciousness collapses. Reality research at Stanford University, led by Dr. William Tiller, demonstrated that human consciousness can influence quantum probability distributions. They conducted experiments where meditators focused intention on specific outcomes while quantum random number generators ran. The results showed deviations from statistical randomness of up to 3 to 5 standard deviations, meaning the probability of these results occurring by chance is less than 1 in 10,000. Human consciousness literally collapses quantum possibilities into physical reality. But here's the problem. When you're attached to pendulum frequencies, you're not collapsing possibilities based on your authentic frequency. You're collapsing them based on the pendulum's frequency. Let me give you the specific mechanism. Your biofield, the electromagnetic field generated by your heart, your nervous system, your cells, acts as an antenna. It broadcasts a specific frequency signature based on your emotional state, your beliefs, your energetic coherence. The quantum field responds to this frequency by collapsing possibilities that match it. If your biofield is entangled with a pendulum that vibrates at the frequency of not good enough, then no matter how much you visualize abundance, no matter how many affirmations you repeat, your biofield is still broadcasting not good enough, and the quantum field responds accordingly. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research using quantitative electroencephalography, QEEG, shows that when someone is in chronic stress or operating from survival emotions, their brainwave patterns are incoherent, high beta waves dominating with no alpha or theta coherence. This incoherent state makes it virtually impossible to access the quantum field consciously. But when subjects practiced heart-brain coherence techniques for just 10 minutes, their brainwave patterns shifted dramatically. Alpha waves increased, gamma waves associated with transcendent states appeared, and most importantly, their heart's electromagnetic field shifted from chaotic to harmonic. The data is clear. Coherence is the key to timeline shifting, and pendulum attachment is the primary obstacle to coherence. You cannot manifest a timeline while feeding energy to a pendulum that exists on a different frequency. It's not that manifestation doesn't work. It's that you're trying to tune into radio station 98.5 while your antenna is entangled with station 67.2. Here's what most people miss about reality transurfing. Vadim Zeland talks about importance as the mechanism that feeds pendulums. But what is importance really? It's not just caring too much. It's a specific energetic phenomenon. Think of importance like gravitational pull. The more importance you assign to something, a relationship, a goal, an identity, an outcome, the stronger the gravitational field around it becomes. And just like a black hole's gravity bends light and distorts space-time, emotional importance bends your biofield and distorts your access to alternative timelines. Imagine standing at a crossroads. To your left is the timeline where you're abundant, free, aligned with your authentic self. To your right is the timeline where you're struggling, stuck, living out patterns inherited from others. When you have no pendulum strings attached, you can simply walk toward the left timeline. It's effortless. Your frequency naturally aligns with that possibility, and the quantum field collapses it into your reality. But when you're attached to pendulums, when you've assigned importance to what your family thinks, what society expects, what you should achieve, those strings act like elastic cords. You try to walk toward the left timeline, but the strings pull you back. You make progress, then snap back. Make progress, snap back. It's not that you're not trying hard enough. It's not that you lack willpower or discipline. You're literally fighting against electromagnetic forces you can't see. This is the protocol that changed my life. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, but here's the deal, and this is critical. You cannot skip phase 1, neutralization. I've worked with hundreds of people who tried to force cut cords without neutralizing first, and the pendulum always reattaches, usually harder than before. So even if you're impatient, even if you want instant results, trust me, do the neutralization first. Now, here's how it works. Before I give you the protocol, I need to tell you about the #1 error that prevents 90% of people from successfully cutting pendulum strings and maintaining energetic sovereignty. And this error is subtle. It's the kind of mistake that seems right, that feels spiritual, that everyone tells you is the highest path, but it actually keeps you entangled. The error is this: trying to cut cords from a place of force or resistance. Here's what happens. You discover you have a pendulum attachment, let's say a family obligation pattern. You feel the drain on your energy. You recognize it's not serving you. And your immediate reaction is, I need to get rid of this. I need to fight against this pattern. I need to force myself free. That energy, the fighting, the resistance, the forceful pushing away, is actually feeding the pendulum. Because remember, pendulums feed on intense emotional energy. And resistance is one of the most intense emotions there is. When you try to cut a cord with the energy of, I need this gone now, you're vibrating at the frequency of lack of freedom, lack of sovereignty, lack of peace. And the quantum field responds by creating more situations where you feel that lack. Here's the mechanism at the energetic level. When you cut a cord from resistance, you're cutting it while your biofield is vibrating at 200, 300 hertz. Anger, frustration, determination. The pendulum operates at a similar frequency, so the cut doesn't actually sever the connection. It just temporarily stretches the cord, and like a rubber band pulled tight, it eventually snaps back, often with more force than before. People who do forceful cord-cutting rituals often experience temporary relief, followed by an intensification of the pattern. The family member calls more. The financial struggle gets worse. The relationship dynamic escalates. So what's the solution? The secret is to cut cords from a place of neutrality and compassion, not fighting against the pendulum, but simply choosing to no longer dance with it. Think of it like this. Imagine you're at a party and someone keeps asking you to dance. If you say, no, leave me alone, I hate dancing with you, you're still giving them your energy. You're still engaged. But if you simply smile, say no thank you, and turn your attention elsewhere without any emotional charge, they eventually stop asking, because there's no energy exchange happening. That's the energetic key to successful cord cutting. Do it from a place where the pendulum no longer triggers emotional intensity. Do it from neutrality, from peace, from the frequency of, this pattern served me once, but it's no longer needed. I release it with gratitude and move on. Phase 1, neutralization, days 1 to 7. Before you cut anything, you need to neutralize the emotional charge on the string. This is critical. Every morning for 7 days, do this. 1, sit comfortably, feet flat on the ground, spine straight. 2, breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold for 2. Repeat until you feel centered. 3, bring to mind one pendulum from your awareness inventory. Choose the one with the highest emotional charge. 4, say out loud, I acknowledge that name the expectation is not my authentic desire. It's a pendulum frequency I absorbed. I neutralize my emotional investment in this frequency. 5, visualize the string connecting you to that pendulum, turning from red, high charge, to gray, neutral, to white, no charge. 6, repeat daily until thinking about that expectation generates no emotional reaction, no guilt, no anxiety, no defensiveness. Just neutrality. Phase 2, severance, days 8 to 14. Once the string is neutral, you can cut it safely. During a waxing moon, when energy is building, preferably at sunrise or noon, perform this ritual. 1, light a white candle, fire element for transformation. 2, hold a piece of black tourmaline in your left hand, grounding, protection. 3, visualize the neutralized white cord connecting you to the pendulum. 4, call in your higher self, your guides, or simply your authentic frequency. I call upon the highest aspect of my consciousness to witness this severance. 5, with your right hand, make a cutting motion, like scissors, while saying, I sever this cord with love and neutrality. I return all energy that is not mine. I reclaim all energy that is mine. This pendulum has no power over my timeline. I am sovereign. 6, visualize the cord dissolving into light and returning to the quantum field. 7, blow out the candle, symbolizing completion. Phase 3, protection, ongoing. After cutting, you need to prevent reattachment. Create a daily morning practice. 1, before checking your phone, before interacting with anyone, spend 3 minutes clearing your field. 2, visualize golden light pouring down through the crown of your head, filling your entire body and biofield, extending 3 feet around you. 3, see this light dissolving any foreign energy, any attempted reattachments, any pendulum frequencies trying to hook back in. 4, set the intention, my biofield is sovereign. I engage with the world from my authentic frequency. No pendulum can attach without my conscious permission. 5, feel your feet on the ground. Connect to Earth's electromagnetic field. She is the ultimate stabilizer. I'll help you continue this script based on the structure and style established. Here's how we can continue from where it left off. Let me tell you something most spiritual teachers won't mention because it sounds too woo-woo, but it's actually grounded in measurable physics. The Earth generates a magnetic field of approximately 25 to 65 microteslas at the surface. This isn't mystical, it's what compasses use for navigation. But here's what matters for pendulum protection. In 1952, physicist Winfried Otto Schumann calculated that the Earth's electromagnetic field resonates at a specific frequency, 783 Hz. This became known as the Schumann resonance, the Earth's heartbeat. And here's the extraordinary connection. When measured in deep meditative states, the human brain also produces theta waves at 7.83 Hz. Your nervous system is literally designed to synchronize with Earth's frequency. When you're in Schumann resonance, when your brain waves match Earth's electromagnetic pulse, pendulums cannot attach. It's like trying to plug a USB-C cable into a USB-A port. The frequencies don't match. The connection can't form. This is why ancient traditions emphasized connection to nature, not because it's spiritual, because it's electromagnetic hygiene. Daily grounding practice, 10 minutes minimum. 1, barefoot earth contact. Remove your shoes. Place your bare feet on natural ground. Grass, soil, sand, stone. The Earth's surface has a negative electrical charge. Your body especially when stressed, builds up positive charge. Direct contact allows electron transfer, neutralizing free radicals and restoring your biofield to baseline. 2. Tree connection. Find a tree, preferably older, larger trees with deeper roots. Place your left hand on the trunk at solar plexus height, right hand on your own solar plexus. Trees operate at extremely low frequencies, similar to Schumann resonance. Their electromagnetic field helps recalibrate yours. Breathe slowly for 5 minutes. You're not hugging a tree. You're using it as a biological antenna to tune back to Earth frequency. 3. Morning sun gazing. Within the first hour after sunrise, when UV radiation is minimal, spend 3 to 5 minutes looking toward the sun with soft eyes. The retina contains photoreceptors that respond to specific light frequencies and send signals to the pineal gland, helping regulate your circadian rhythm and electromagnetic coherence. This practice synchronizes your internal clock with Earth's solar cycle, another layer of pendulum protection. The 7 elements of natural magic. Here are 7 natural elements that create electromagnetic barriers against pendulum reattachment. These aren't superstitious rituals. They're working with measurable properties of matter. 1. Black tourmaline, electromagnetic shielding. This crystal contains iron, which creates piezoelectric properties, meaning it generates an electric charge under mechanical stress. Carry a piece in your left pocket. Left side connects to receptive energy channels. The stone acts as a frequency filter, absorbing lower vibrational electromagnetic signatures before they reach your biofield. 2. Sea salt baths, ionic cleansing. Salt water is conductive. When you immerse yourself in a salt bath, you're creating a conductive medium that draws out electromagnetic distortions from your biofield through osmosis. Add 2 cups of sea salt to a bath once weekly. Soak for 20 minutes while setting the intention. All foreign frequencies dissolve and return to the quantum field. 3. Sage or Palo Santo, air purification. Burning these plants releases negative ions into the air. Negative ions attach to positive ions, which carry electromagnetic pollution, including pendulum frequencies, and neutralize them. This isn't about bad spirits. It's about ionic balance. Smudge your space weekly, especially corners where energy tends to stagnate. 4. Running water, energy reset. Stand under a shower or near a waterfall. Moving water generates negative ions and creates white noise that disrupts coherent electromagnetic patterns, including pendulum attachments. Visualize any cords washing away downstream. This is why cultures worldwide use water for purification, because IT works at the electromagnetic level. 5. Selenite, high-frequency crystalline structure. Selenite vibrates at one of the highest mineral frequencies, approximately 200 to 300 megahertz, not hertz. Place selenite wands at the 4 corners of your bedroom to create a high-frequency grid that pendulums, which operate at lower, denser frequencies, cannot penetrate during sleep. 6. Copper, electromagnetic conductor. Copper conducts electricity better than almost any other metal. Wear a pure copper bracelet or ring on your left wrist hand. Copper helps conduct excess electromagnetic energy away from your biofield and into the ground, preventing pendulum frequencies from accumulating in your field. 7. Moonlight charging, lunar electromagnetic influence. The moon creates tidal forces strong enough to move entire oceans, approximately 3.5 x 10 + 20 newtons of force. If it affects water, which comprises 60 to 70% of your body, it affects you. During a full moon, place any protective stones or jewelry outside or on a windowsill overnight. The moon's electromagnetic field will reset their frequency, clearing any absorbed pendulum energies. For those ready to go all in, here's a 7-day intensive that combines everything we've covered. Day 1, Sunday, root chakra. Morning, barefoot earth walk, 20 minutes. Afternoon, neutralization practice, fear-based pendulums. Evening, sea salt bath with black tourmaline. Journaling prompt, where did I learn that survival requires struggle? Day 2, Monday, sacral chakra. Morning, cold shower plus visualization, orange light filling lower abdomen. Afternoon, neutralization practice. Guilt, shame, pendulums. Evening, create a boundary list. I am no longer available for. Journaling prompt, what would I create if shame didn't exist? Day 3, Tuesday, solar plexus. Morning, 10 minutes in sunlight, solar plexus exposed. Afternoon, neutralization practice, identity, achievement, pendulums. Evening, burn a list of shoulds with white candle. Journaling prompt, who am I without my accomplishments? Day 4, Wednesday, heart chakra. Morning, tree connection practice, hand on heart and tree. Afternoon, neutralization practice, family, relationship, pendulums. Evening, heart coherence, breathing, 5 min, plus gratitude practice. Journaling prompt, what does unconditional love feel like in my body? Day 5, Thursday, throat chakra. Morning, humming toning practice, activates vagus nerve, throat chakra. Afternoon, neutralization practice, social conformity pendulums. Evening, speak one truth you've been withholding to yourself in mirror. Journaling prompt, what would I say if no one would judge me? Day 6, Friday, third eye. Morning, sunrise, soft gaze practice. Afternoon, neutralization practice, dogma belief pendulums. Evening, darkness meditation. No light, 15 minutes, activate pineal gland. Journaling prompt, what do I know beyond what I've been taught? Day 7, Saturday, crown chakra plus integration. Morning, full protocol review, which chords are now neutral. Afternoon, chord cutting ceremony for all neutralized strings. Evening, selenite grid setup plus protection intention setting. What timeline am I now available for? Here's how you'll know the protocol is working. Physical signs, more energy in the morning, no longer feeding pendulums at night, decreased chronic pain, especially neck, shoulders, where energetic cords create tension. Better sleep, not processing pendulum downloads during REM. Unexplained weight loss, releasing stored emotional density. Emotional signs, situations that used to trigger you just don't anymore. Clarity about what you actually want, not what you should want. Decreased anxiety around certain people or situations. Ability to say no without guilt. External signs. Toxic people naturally distance themselves. You're no longer vibrating at their frequency. Opportunities appear that align with your authentic path. Synchronicities increase. You're now tuned to your timeline. Financial shifts, no longer feeding scarcity pendulums. Now, about that 8th string I mentioned, there is a master chord, one invisible string that keeps all the others alive. And until you identify it, until you see it clearly, every chord you cut will eventually reattach. This master string is so subtle, so deeply woven into human consciousness that most people live their entire lives without ever recognizing it. Spiritual teachers don't talk about it because it challenges the foundation of how we've been taught to seek awakening. The 8th string is attached to your... I'm going to reveal what it is, where it attaches, and the exact protocol to cut it in the next video, because this one is different. This one requires a level of readiness that not everyone has. If you made it this far, you're ready. You're not here by accident. Your higher self brought you here because it's time. Here's what I want you to do right now. 1. Screenshot your Pendulum Awareness Inventory. That's your before picture. You'll want to see how far you've come. 2. Comment below, I am sovereign. That's your declaration, your energetic signature saying, I see the game and I'm no longer playing. 3. 3. Subscribe and hit the bell because Part 2, the 8th string protocol, drops in 48 hours. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. 4. Share this video with one person who's stuck in the same patterns, wondering why manifestation isn't working. They need this map. You were never broken. You were never unworthy. You were never doing it wrong. You were just dancing to rhythms that weren't yours. And now you know where the strings attach. Now you know how to cut them. Now you know how to protect your field. Welcome back to your authentic timeline. I'll see you in 48 hours for the 8th string. Until then, stay sovereign.